Yeah, hi everyone. Anyone join? Yeah, hi Dinesh. We'll wait for 5 more minutes, okay? Right now the time is, in Halifax time is 10:01. Okay, India time is 7:31, 7:32 right now. So we'll wait for 3 more minutes and after that we'll start. So meanwhile, Dinesh, where are you from? I'm looking for the city. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Sure, thank you. Okay, so there is a email ID. So what will happen means if I share my number, right? So I'm also working in some, company actually. If I share my number, then I'll get lot of calls, right? So I cannot answer it actually. That is what. But still, I can share my, email ID actually. This is this channel email ID actually. Okay, complete automation testing actually. This group, this channel is created for this kind of educational purpose only, but later is we renamed it to Tirunelveli to Canada. Anyway, the time is right now is up. Okay, if 7:35. Okay, we'll start that actually. Let me share my entire screen. Okay. Hopefully everyone is able to see my screen, right? Are you able to hear me? Are you able to, see my screen, team? Okay, fine. So I would request everyone to be interactive actually, so that I can understand that whether you are able to follow or not. Okay, fine. So before that, actually, there are some couple of questions yesterday. Okay, the question one is, uh, to installing the Java. Okay, how still people are facing the installation of Java. So how to do that means I gave the URL, right? This is the URL I gave. Just to go there, okay, so you will get such kind of stuff, right? So here is people get confused about that actually, but here also some kind of Java, here also some kind of Java, here also some kind of Java. So they are confused about that actually, which Java we need to install it. Don't worry about that actually. So we are looking for this one, standard. It means JDK. It means Java Standard Edition Development Kit. So that is a Java 8 versions. Okay, patches 202. So in this one, you have to go with this one, first one, and you have to go with the 64-bit actually. Again, people will get the doubt. Make sure this. If you are installing the 64-bit Java, make sure to install the 64-bit Eclipse. Again, Eclipse also, right? Let me open that as well. I don't know why it is taking time this much time. Okay, anyway, here already I have one page. Okay, if you go to here, this is Eclipse one, right? In the Eclipse also there is a two Java. One is a Java EE Enterprise Editions and Java Developer. I would recommend to go ahead with the 64-bit. Okay, this is 64. If we select this 64-bit, you should go with this 64-bit. If you go with the 32-bit, then you should go with the 32-bit here. So your selection has to be accordingly. Okay. Okay, this is the question. So first install the Java, then you have to download this particular, your Eclipse. Hopefully it will go to here. Just to go there, do the right click, simple extract. Okay, and you can put it in the appropriate folder. Once you download it, okay, so I just copied into my particular C directory training folder. Go there, and if you go to this Eclipse, you will find some kind of Eclipse, right? So there is multiple name Eclipse. This is the exe one, right? You just go there, double click, automatically your Eclipse will open. This is the first questions. So hopefully everyone is able to follow that. Okay, please try that. The another one question is actually yesterday I started this immediately. I started with the class, right? Yesterday, recap perspective, I can tell about that. What do you mean by give me a minute. Yeah, I told, right? Project, collection of packages, collection of interfaces or classes or abstract classes or collection of data member. The people is doubt about that directly, but instead of explaining in class in detailed, in directly to the program, can you write some simple program in Java, then elaborate it that? That's what people is asking that. Definitely, I'm going to explain about that. First, simple Java program, okay? First, very, very simple Java program. How to do that? I'm just going there, okay? First, very, very simple Java program. This is a SRC, right? Assume that. This is a package I created, right? Do the right click, okay? Go to class. Simple Java program, very, very simple Java program, okay? This kind of window, it will be getting displayed. Okay, I'm going to create like, test program. Okay, people will always get the doubt about that. Boss, why you are using this capital letter? Can I use a small letter? If I use a small letter means what it is saying in Java, that type name is discouraged. It means they are not recommending that actually. So you have to use capital T only. What about this one, bus? I'm for sample program something. Can I use like that? Everywhere you have to use what is that? Your first letter has to be a capital letter. Okay. So this is your class name. So this is default. Okay. The public is default. I will explain about whenever the oops concept is coming. I will explain each and every step. The time being, ignore it. If I click on this one, public static void main, you have to click it. Okay. If you are looking for the main class, okay, the note that point is main class. You will get the another doubt is what do you mean by main class? I will explain that. Public static void main. Okay. People who are new to the programmer, please find this one. Okay. Finish it. See that this program is automatically created. You'll feel that, boss, what is this? I will explain that. What is this package actually? Package personal loan. This is a package. Who created? We only created, right? What is this sample program? Just now we put it the name, class name, right? So it is saying this public class sample program, right? What about this one? This is the entry point. That's a main method. You'll be feeling that. What do you mean by main method? Let me go to the layman level language. Okay. Think about that. You have big bungalow. Okay. You have multi-story building. Okay. You have the kitchen, you have the bathroom, you have that hall, you have the study hall. Okay. Big. But whatever it is, you must be having the only one entry, right? The entry is only one. Even though you have the big bungalow, but entrance is only one, right? That is what. Even though you have the very big program, your entrance is public static void main. Okay, you'll feel that. But if without that also, can I write the program? You can write the program, but execution is not possible. Getting or not getting? One more way of I can create the class. Okay, see that I'm going to create the class new class human. Okay, I'm not going to click it. Finish. The class is ready right now. This is also class. This is also class. What is the difference between this one and this one? This is a main method class. This class, we can do the execution. How? Suppose for example, I want to print it something. How to do that? There is a method called system.out.println. You have to put like sys. What is that? You have to put like capital S Y S O control backspace. Then press enter. I'll repeat one more time. You have to type S Y S O control space bar, right? In the laptop or keyboard, you must be having the space bar, right? You have to press the control key. You have to press the space bar. Okay. Give me a moment actually. I'll type it one more time. Okay. S Y S O control space bar. See that automatically some kind of list is coming, right? That is in technical term they are calling as a IntelliSense. Okay, the calling is a IntelliSense. Okay, this kind of IntelliSense, if you select this one, okay, you have to, if you have the mouse, click on it. If you have the keyboard, press enter. Automatically some statement is coming, right? System.out.println. It means between the double quote, whatever the stuff you are giving, that will be printing. Welcome to Java training. Okay, this is a simple one. How to run this program? Do the right click. Anywhere you can click it. Okay, anywhere. Do the right click. Run as Java application. See that? If you see the console, you will get it actually. Whatever the stuff I put it in the double quote, it is printing that. But why you put it in the semicolon? Semicolon is mandatory. As I told, every Java statement, this stuff is they are calling as a statement. Statement. Every statement in Java, you have to terminate with this semicolon. Semicolon, okay, not colon, semicolon, dot, comma. That's a semicolon. Sorry for, putting very, very small stuff, because I have to cover the non-programmer as well. For the people who already having the, little bit knowledge, you will be feeling the bore. Sorry for that, because I have to cover for entire audience. That's what I'm putting this point. Okay, semicolon. You will be getting that out. Bas, this is also statement. This is also statement. No, this is not the statement. This is written by you. This is not the statement. Okay, so don't put that semicolon on that particular one. Okay, this is a main one. Okay, what about this one? Bas, can I put the same stuff, in the other class also, human class also? Let's see. Can I run it? Do the right click and, first of all, if you put it also, it will throw the error. It will throw the error. Why? Because it's a, what is that? It's a object oriented classes actually. It's a, what is that? Object class actually. Here is, you cannot put it. Okay. Now, if we run it as also, are you able to see that something? Run Java applications? You cannot. But if we go in this class, we do the right click, you are able to see why this option is enabled to Java application, because of this particular main, because of the entry, the door. For your Bangla, the door is there, right? If the door, through the door only, you will go to your all the rooms, right? That's what. So the main method is more important to run your program. The same story I'll be changing whenever the TestNG is coming. Okay, that time I will call it out. Time being, it's a new Java application, you need this door. Whenever I go to the TestNG, that time the story will be a little bit changing. Okay, that time I will explain. Fine. Now, let me go to this class. Okay, this is a class. Now, okay, one human. Okay, what is the properties of one human actually? They must be having the hands, right? They must be having the legs, right? They must be having the eyes, right? These are all the, what is that actually? Human properties. They have the eyes, hands, legs, right? They have the skin color. Agree? Right? Number of eyes, right? Number of legs, right? Color, right? These, what is this actually? This is a properties of the human. Agree that we have so many, right? If you talk about one human means, there are so many. This is, we are calling as a property, or we can call it as a data. Okay, the data of this particular class, we can call it as a data member. Technically, they are calling as a data member. Let's go further actually. What about the, method? What in my method for this human? What in my method? The person will eating very well, right? Eating, running, right? He must be, employing in some company. Employing. Sorry for that. Employing. What is this actually? There are behaviors. The methods, or we can call it as a behaviors. Behaviors of this particular class. That is nothing but method. So one class is there. The class contains a two stuff. One is the data, another one is a method. What do you mean by data? Data is nothing but it's a attributes or properties of the particular class. Method is nothing but what activity, what actions, what behavior, what is the functionality they are doing that. That is what class. Okay, that's what yesterday I called out here is collection of methods and data member. If you go with the technical term, it will be confusing. But if you come to the ground level and understand that, so that it will be ever for. But I'm from C++ background. Obviously, the same concept will be there. I'm from C# background, same concept. But I'm from C is I don't want to go there. But what about my Python background? Same concept. So if you learn one step, you can learn all the language parallel. Okay, fine. Now property. Okay, before I go further, actually, any doubt in? Any doubt before I proceed? Okay, great. Now, number of hand actually. Obviously, number of hand user means what is a data type? This is a data I told, right? Yesterday I told, right? Type of data. Number of hands will be measured by number only, right? Integer. Yesterday I told, right? Integer. It's a statement. Yes. Put the semicolon. What about number of leg? Obviously, it's an integer. Put it. Put the semicolon. Why? It's a statement. Number of eyes, integer. But you will feel that. But yesterday you talked about something like double, something float also. Can you put the float also? Do we think that the people having the 2.5 hand something? No. Obviously, it's a 2 hands only, right? Right? Not out offhand. I don't hurt them. That is different. No, I don't hurt them actually. 2 hands. Okay. What about the color? Color is in integer. Not like that. Integer? No. It's a color is, if you ask me, actually, I'm a black. So what is it actually? We can put black. So string color. Agree? That is one. These are all data members. You tried, okay? You try with a different one. You can take one class as employer, and put the properties, put the method, and try with it, okay? Let me explain example this one. Okay, eating. Eating is a method. How to define the method? Generally, in Java, every method, they have method name. This is a method name. They must have some kind of return type. Okay, this is the return type. Okay, and you have to put opening braces and opening curly braces and closing curly braces. This is what the method. Again, you'll be getting the doubt. But why we are putting this, void something? The void is why we are putting that here means because I am eating. Okay, parallelly I'm eating. Okay, if I'm giving someone to means I'm eating. Parallel I'm giving to someone means I'm returning something to some other person, whoever is calling me. Suppose I'm eating, 5 idli. Okay, I'm eating 5 idli. 3 idli is enough. Parallel someone is coming. Hey, can I give the 2 idlis? I can give the 2 idli. I'm returning. I'm giving. That is return. Thus, 5 idli is not enough for me. I will use the entire 5 idli. Am I returning anything? No, I'm eating entire idli. So I'm returning nothing. Void. That's what. Void is empty. Void means empty. So that is return type. That's what I'm saying actually. Every method, they have some return type. Okay. Again, you feel that bus, you are returning 2 idli to your friend, right? What would be the return type? You can put integer. Plus 1.5 idli you are giving means 1.5 idlis. Then what is the return type? Float. But you are giving your friend is like, 10,000 crore point 50 paisa. What is the return type? Double. You are getting right. What is the return type? Right? So the return type is if from your actions, from your method, you are returning something means put the return type accordingly. So return type is more important. Okay, fine. If we are not giving anything means just to put void. Next method, running. What is that you are doing the running? Are you returning anything? No, boss, I am just running. That's all. Similarly, assume that actually, okay, I will give the example with some written, okay, don't worry about that. Right now is I'm just putting everything is a wide. Okay, now my class is ready. What is a class? I told yesterday, class is nothing but it's a collection of method and data member. Agree? My data members are there. My methods also there. In C++ also same concept. They will call it as a collection of function. That's all. Same concept. C# also same. Okay, fine. Now you'll feel that. Okay, boss, my class is ready. But human means, in the crores of peoples are in the world, right? Suppose I want to talk about our favorite hero, the Tirupur guy. Yeah, Dinesh. I want to denote Dinesh means how to, you know, what is that? Dinesh, how can I call it out here? So Dinesh is nothing but it's an object. Okay, Dinesh is nothing but it's a object, right? How we can say so Dinesh is nothing but it's object? Because human means there are so many people. Maybe a gender, maybe a sorry, so maybe a male, maybe a female. But you'll feel that how can I create this object? How can I, what is that? Point out the Dinesh. Dinesh, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes. Is white. His location is Tripur. How can we point out that actually? For that only, we need to create the object. How to create the object? Let's go here. Okay. How to create that actually? You should go there. Human Dinesh is equal to new human. Okay. Time being, I'm just commanding. Again, you'll feel that. Boss, give me a moment. I will explain that each and every step. Okay. Yeah. This is the class, as I told, right? It's a class is an object class. Okay. It's a class. It's a class oriented. It means class is an object related class. Okay. This is not the main class. So here is what I'm going to do here means. Okay. What I'm going to do here. I am going to call this. I'm going to consume this, properties and what is that? Whatever the stuff, properties, okay, and methods in the main class. How to do that? I'm just, creating this object here. How to create the object actually? Human is a class. Where it is? This is a one. I created one object. Dinesh is an object. You'll feel that, bus. Why you put equal to new something means? Because Dinesh is an object means Dinesh having so many properties, right? We need some spaces, right? We need some spaces. Why we need the spaces? Because this human object property having the 2 hands, sorry, integer hands. So it means integer data. How many integer data they have? See that this is 1 integer, 2 integer, 3 integer data they have. Okay, and here also, what is that? It's a string property. It means string data. So we need some memory space so that this object will be created during the runtime. Then that will be processed in the JVM. What do you mean JVM? Java Virtual Machine. So to process this particular program in the Java Virtual Machine, we need some space. Think about layman level language. Okay, we are the object, right? We need some space to stay, right? That is what our home. Agree? That is what our home. Even though we have, I'm a very big range, whatever it is, but we need some space, right? That is what our home. Similarly, this is a class. This class is whenever you are creating the object, we need some space. By the, then only this program will be processed by the Java virtual machine. JVM. So that's what the space is. Who is creating this? This is a keyword, new keyword. This is nothing but a constructor. I will explain that detailed. I will explain about that. Time being, okay, we can call it as the several name they will be calling. Okay, this term they will be calling as a instance. Okay, same people they will be calling as a object. See, if you ask me, okay, in around my family members also, they will be calling me. Some people they will be calling me Venkatesh. Some people will be they will be calling as a Venkat, right? Right? If you go to my grandma, she'll be calling me as a Venkadu. So it's a kind of different name, but all are is a pointing to me only, right? I'm a single object, but my term is they are calling me in a different name. Similarly, this stuff, okay, the term they are calling as a instance, or they will call as a object, okay, and this one is a reference object, okay. Please remember that this is a technical term. Keep it in mind because this term will be keep repeated whenever it's whenever you are studying the programming. Don't confuse with that. That's why I'm putting the stress on this one. Okay, reference object they will call, object also they will call as a new constructor also they will call, whatever it is. Okay, fine. So I created one object. Now you'll feel that Dinesh object, how many space they will be getting there actually, because whatever the data member they have, they will get the respective spaces in the JVM. Fine. Now, how to call this particular method actually? For example, here is S. Okay, idli, eating idli. Okay, can I call this particular method? Yes, Dinesh dot eating. I'm simply running this program. What will happen? Dinesh dot eating idli, it is coming. First of all, you will feel that bus. This is an object. Here is a method is a eating. What is this dot actually? That is also one of the question, right? If you want to call any of the data member or member method, you have to use dot. What do you mean by data member and member method actually? See that this is a data member, right? This is a member method, right? If you want to call anything, you have to use dot. That's what object name dot method name dot method name. That is the syntax, okay? Object name dot method name. But what about the data member? Data member also you can call object name dot data member name. Getting team? This is the way we need to call it. Again, you'll feel that, but this is fine. I'm going to create one more name also. One more object also I'm going to create it. I'll pick one name if you don't mind. Okay, Sandhya. I'm taking this. Okay, people who are having the concern on using their name, please call out in the chat window just for training purpose. I'm just using that. Okay. Okay, I am running this program. I created one more object that is nothing but Sandhya. See, Sandhya also eating idli. Bas, Sandhya, doesn't like idli. She likes only dosa only. But in this cases, this program is a kind of hard coded, right? It's a hard coded stuff. See, as a human being, one people they like idli, one people they like pizza, one people they like what is that those chapati. But this program is this class is hard coded type, right? So we should not develop or design the class hard coded manner. How can we correct it? In this case, you have to put the generic. How to do the generic? Put like string. Okay. Add one more variable is food. It's a local variable we need to put it. Okay. String food. I'm putting that in. It's a local variable. Okay. Who will give the food actually? The object will give. Eating. Okay. After the double quote, I'm putting plus food. You will feel that. But what do you mean by this plus? Plus is a kind of concatenation operator. Concatenation means joining. Okay. Don't think about the arithmetical plus. This is two stuff they are connecting. Arithmetical plus is additions. Okay. This is a kind of concatenation, joining. Okay. You'll feel that. Okay, fine. Something eating food. What is the food? That we are not sure about that. Who will give the food? We need to go there. Where? We need to get it. Who? He will say this. Boss, I will eat idli. Sorry for that. Dinesh is eating idli. Sandhya is eating dosa. Okay. What is that actually? This object is calling this particular method. What is the method name? The method name is eating. Okay, boss, that's fine, eating. What is this argument actually? Okay, sorry. That what is that double quote they are putting that? They are calling as the, okay, technically they are calling as the argument or parameter. Technically. Okay, don't think about the English argument. That is different argument. It's almost same only, but you're passing the input. Argument is a kind of passing the input, right? Sharing my opinion. That is also argument, right? So here also same. It's a kind of passing some input to where they are, sharing this input. Dinesh not eating. What is the argument? Idli. So where it will go? It will go to this particular method. Where it will come? The idli will come here. Which object is calling? Dinesh object is calling. Okay. Then what will happen? Eating idli. That will be printed for Dinesh. Next object. What about this Sandhya object? Sandhya dot eating. Okay, what is that actually argument is passing? Dosa. Then it will go there. It will go there. It will go there. Eating dosa. It will be printed. Let me run this program. Can I run it here? It won't run. Why? It's not main. Where we need to go? We need to go to the main. Do that. Run. See that? Now it is not hard coded. It's a better one, right? Little bit, enhanced one. So again, you'll feel that. Think about that. This concept is they are calling as a object-oriented concept. What do you mean by object-oriented concept? Every stuff in the program, okay, in the software program, any language, the language which is following the object-oriented, okay, mostly they will resemblance, your software program is resemblance with the real-time object. Okay. There are multiple conceptual programs there. Like earlier is procedure-oriented stuff also there. If you go to that, Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, that is, 80s and above, that time. Okay. And they started with the object-based as well, right? If you go for the VBScript and JavaScript, it's object-based stuff. But object-oriented stuff is this kind of program, object oriented, because it is it's a ditto following the object. Whatever the real-time object is doing, that same behavior is in the program also we can do that. Okay, some of the genius also should be there. So the concept we can be explained in multiple different way. So I'm explaining in one way. Okay, fine. This is a Sandhya eating. Okay, fine. Now, I want to set the color for, what is that? What is that? For Dinesh. How can we set it actually? How to set the color? Dinesh dot color. How can I set the color? Color is white. Hopefully you're okay with that. You don't have any concern, right? Dinesh, using this. Dinesh, hopefully you don't have any kind of concerns using like that. Dinesh, are you there? Okay, anyway. Okay, so Dinesh dot color, so white. So what I'm doing actually, initially, this class is don't know what kind of color it is, what kind of property it has. We don't know that, but we are setting that actually. We are setting the color. Okay. Similarly, think about the Sandhya. Sandhya, as in the Sandhya location, we don't know. But we are setting the for the object, we are setting the Sandhya location. Sandhya location. Assume that it's a Sandhya location, Chennai. What we are doing, we are setting the location. Sandhya location. Because I want to, I want to print that actually. I want to, I want to use this data. I want to use this data. Okay. How to do that actually? Void. Okay. Display location. I am creating one more method. Okay. Oh, sorry. How do you feel this one? Sandhya dot location. See, let me go with this one. Hopefully everyone is, understand or not, I'm not able to, guess it team. Hopefully you guys are following that, right? Please let me know if you have any kind of doubt. Okay. Some people, they must be knowing about that. Some people, they doesn't know that. So please speak out. Okay. Okay. Now, Sandhya. I'm taking the Sandhya one. Okay. Sandhya property, what we did actually, we just passed it. Okay. We just passed eating. So sun eating, dosa, Sandhya done. Sandhya dot location. What is the Sandhya dot location actually? Do we know what is the location for this particular Sandhya? We don't know that. So we have to set it. How to set it this location? That is what Sandhya dot location is equal to Chennai. Now what is the what is the location for Sandhya right now? Chennai. How do you come to know that? Because we set it here, Chennai. Okay. So, okay, fine. Now location is set. Now, if I print this method, what is the method? Display location. Display location. If I print it, what will happen? It will print whatever the location set by Sandhya. Now, for example, what about Dinesh? If I print Dinesh means, will it print anything? I'm putting that, Dinesh location also. I didn't set the location for Dinesh. Okay. I'm printing that. Will it work? Let's see. See that? What it is printing? Null. For whom? For Dinesh. Why it is printing null? Because the location property is not set for, what is that? Dinesh object. Getting or not getting, team? If properties are set, then value will be printed. If nothing set, then default value will be printed. Again, you will get the doubt. What do you mean by default one? Yesterday, I shown something, but I didn't completely, show that actually. Let me go to that. What is that actually? So sorry. Here is, I didn't listed out the string. Okay, every data type, if the values are didn't set, the default value will be printed. If it is a boolean, if you didn't set the value, default value false will be printed. If it is a character, this character, default value will be printed. If it is a byte, 0 will be printed. If it is a short or integer, 0 will be printed. If you didn't set the value. What about long? 0L. What about float? 0.0. What about double? 0.0D. So these are all. Similarly, here is, it's a string, right? The location is, it's a string. What is the default value for the location? It's string null. What is the default value for the, here? 0. Okay, but I want to test the default value. Okay, can you, print the, sorry, okay, sorry for the taking the name. Sorry for, I don't want to take this one. This is, okay, integer, number of properties, okay? Number of houses. I'm putting them, okay? I don't want to take this as a default one because it's, people will feel bad. Integer, number of house, one more property added, okay? I just want to print the property, this one, number of houses for Dinesh object and Sandhya object. Can you print it? Dinesh dot, okay? Dinesh dot number of houses. Number of houses. How many houses Dinesh has actually? We are not sure about that. Why? Because the property didn't set. Then what it will print actually? It should print 0. How it should print 0? Because the default value. See that I'm running this, okay? I'm running this. 0 is printed. What basis, it is printing 0? Because Dinesh didn't set the property for the particular stuff. He didn't put the property. If there is no property value set, the default value printed. What is the default value? Based on your data type. What is the data type? Integer. What is the integer default value? 0. Okay. Now, again, one more also I'm putting that. Boolean. Just I'm taking, okay. Working. Okay. Again, I'm taking this. Dinesh. Dot. Working. He is working or not? We are not sure. He didn't set the property. If I run it, then what will happen? It will print false only. How it is printing false? Because Dinesh didn't set any value to the particular property. The default value will be printed. What is the default value for the working? False. See that? Getting team. What is the default value? Bas. I just want to set that value. I want to set the value. How to set that? Dinesh dot working. Okay. How to do the value actually? Dinesh dot working. True. Okay. Dinesh dot houses. He has, assume that he has 3 house. Okay. So we set that value. We are setting the property. Setting the value for the property. Team, patience is more needed. Otherwise, if you're distracted here and there, definitely, you can understand that because it's a technical concept. Dinesh dot working is equal to true. I'm setting that one. Dinesh dot, number of houses 3. Now, if you print it, will it print 0 and false? No. It won't print 0 and false. What will be printed? Whatever the value you set, that will be printed. I'm just running right now. Okay. Oh, true is set, 3 is set. Why this null is printing? What is this null? The location. Location is null. Null, that is printing. If you put that in a location also, Dinesh dot location. Dinesh dot location. He is from Tirupur, right? So we can put Tirupur. Sorry, hopefully the spelling is correct. Now if we put it, will it display null? No, it will display the location. See that? Tirupur, number of houses is 3. This is true. Now it is not meaningful, right? It's really not meaningful, right? But I want to, what is Tirupur? What is, meaningful? I want that. Then what you have to do? You can add some kind of comments. Within the double quote, you can put, okay, holding or owning houses, owning house numbers, owning number of houses, owning number of houses. Okay, and what is that? Is he working? What happened? Why it is showing there? Print double quote. Oh, sorry for that. Here is. Oh, sorry. Because of multiple language, I also get confused. Okay, here is. What about this location? You have to go and modify the method. My location is. My location. I'm putting the double quote. After that, I'm putting the plus button. Okay, now if I run this program, what will happen? I'm just simply running this program. See that? What is this? Okay, location is Tirupur. Earning number of houses is 3. Working, yes, true. These are all, what is that actually? Dinesh properties and Dinesh methods. What about this one? This is Sandhya properties. Getting team? So this is simple classes and objects and data member and method. This is more and more important. This is very, very basic. Without this Java, you cannot do the Selenium. Okay, yesterday one more question also people bring it to that. But Selenium, Selenium automation training. Okay, you told that, but you're taking the Java. What is that? Think about that actually. Okay, I don't want to go in the detail. Some people, they will work very hard. Okay, right? They won't highlight it. Okay, some people, they will work hard. They won't highlight it. Why? They will sacrifice. But some people, they will contribute very less, but they will be contributing, highlighting more. Boss, I am the king, like that. So similarly, here also the story. The base is more number of stuff is who is contributing in the automation framework level. Java is the guys who is contributing more. More than 60% is Java only. But the credit is fully taken by who's that? Selenium. Getting? So Selenium is, so if you want to work on the Selenium automation, okay, first you need to know the language, whether it is a Java or C# or Python, you need to know that. Because these guys only, they are contributing more. Okay, simply by learning this, Selenium you can learn, as I told, right? You can learn it in 3 to 4, max is 6 to 8 hours, you can learn it. Nothing in that actually. If you know the Java, then only you can learn the Selenium. If you don't know this basic concept, you cannot learn the Selenium. If you know this basic concept, even I do not explain that. You will learn it easily. But that will be very interesting as well. So that's what I repeatedly saying this. Always the mind block will be there. Sorry to use this word, mind block. We need to get out that. You will feel bored because we are always spend the time, lot of time with the mobile and the TVs and what is the chat and unnecessary gossip. We won't come out of that one actually. So that including me. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm also similar kind of way. Okay, so use this chance and explore it more. Okay, fine. Before we go further, actually, did you understand about how to create the object? What is data member? What is method? How the argument is passing? Team. Hello. So Dinesh, you're not getting. I could see some couple of participants, but I'm not sure. You guys are not chatting at least. Are you able to follow that? Yeah, Dinesh, I'm fine with that actually. What about other guys? Ranjani, Sandhya, Amuda, any other guy who's in that who's in the call? See, it's a kind of if you guys asking, it is going to motivate me so that I can prepare more. Otherwise, purpose avoid. Okay, I will explain that. Sandhya is asking that, and what is? Can you please tell me that? What is the purpose of void? Definitely, I'll be explaining that. Okay. Any other guys, actually, any other question team? Dinesh, do you have any kind of questions? I appreciate that actually you are keep interacting. Any other? Okay. Let me go with a simple layman level explanation. Sunday you will get the answer. Okay. Assuming that actually okay, is we have to set the values as default? No. The default value will be provided by the JVM automatically, Dinesh. The default value. Okay, your question is, do we need to set the value or not? Right? That's what your question, right? This is a value we need to set it or not. It's a kind of input we can. This is not the default value. This is a value we are setting. See, think about that actually. If you want, if you are in the bank, okay, I'm answering for Dinesh's question. I'll come to your question, Sandhya. If you are going to the bank, okay, what is that? If you're going to the bank, you're what is that? You want to sorry, let's go for a common example. Interest calculations. Interest calculation is what is that? PNR, right? Principal number of year rate of interest. It's a normal interest calculation, right? Principal means some amount. Number of year means some year. Rate of interest means some percentage of interest, right? If we didn't give that particular value, means what will happen? Will it calculate the perfect, simple interest? Definitely not, right? We need to provide some kind of input, right? But I bought 1 lakh. Number of year is 1 year, but rate of interest if I don't know. So can we get the proper interest calculations? We won't get it. Why we won't get it? You need to provide the default. Sorry, you need to provide some kind of rate of interest. If you go to the ICICI, these guys, they will be saying 12 point something. I don't know. What is the percentage? Sorry for that. SBI, they will say something. Axis, they will say something. So we need to set some kind of input. That is what setting the value here. If it didn't provide means, what is the value it will be taking? P means principal, 1 lakh. Number of year is 1 year. R means rate of interest. Rate of interest always will be some kind of precision. If we didn't provide means, what is the default value for the rate of interest? 0. So your entire program will be 0. Right? That's what, right? So you need to provide some kind of, who will give that money for 1 year, 1 lakh without any interest nowadays? So we need to provide some kind of input. If you didn't put that interest, okay, if you didn't put the input, default value will be taken. That is what I am talking here, Dinesh. Because if we use, okay, another question is, if we use many members, then they have the different location. Yes, that is what we need to, that's what I put it, right? If we use many members, that's what I'm saying. This is a different member. This is a different member. This is a different. This is related to you. This is related to Sandhya, right? This is different. This is different. You will feel that, boss. If 1 lakh customer is there means, okay, that's what your question, right? Plus, if we have the 1 lakh customer means, will they type this coding like lengthy? No. That time is some kind of technique is there actually. So what they will do, they will prepare, they will create some kind of template. They will put all the data in the Excel or JSON. There are so many technology, okay? Based on my knowledge, I'm just explaining. They will use, some people, they will use Excel. They have 1 lakh data. Map Excel with your class, then process. Otherwise, database. Map those database with your class. They will map to that. Okay, they will use JSON. Map, process. XML, map, process. They will do such kind of things. It's an advanced level. But basis, this is a one. Getting and getting. This is a very, very base level. I'm just giving the explanations. Getting? Okay. Now, another question. Okay. Sandhya question is wide. Wide. Okay. Sandhya, you're going to the ATM. Okay. You have the bank balances 1 lakh. You have the bank balances 1 lakh. You're taking, you have some emergency. So you're just taking 1 lakh from the bank. Sorry. 1 lakh is the bank balance. You are taking 50,000, okay, from the ATM. So what would be the remaining amount? 1 lakh in the bank balance. You took 50,000. What would be the remaining amount in the bank? Obviously 50K. That is what the return. That is what the return. That is what the return. So return means, so what will happen? You are providing the input. See, there is one method. What is that? Bank balance. In the bank balance, you are passing that, bus. My requirement is 50K. So you are passing the requirement 50K inside. This method will check. Hey, Sandhya is looking for 50K. Do you have the bank balance? Yes, she's holding, what is that? 1 lakh. No problem. Then they will put some kind of method inside. Okay, no problem. Deduct, give it. Then what will happen? It will return. Okay. For example, you are updating some information. Okay, your bank is asking for, hey, can you please update your Aadhaar number, PAN card? This is very, very important. You are just going, okay, and updating the Aadhaar card. There is one method for updating your personal informations. Okay, they just go, you are giving the Aadhaar card, it's a parameter, it will go and update it. Is it going to return anything? Nothing. Just it will update, that's all. Set it in the system. Is it returning? No, void. So, if the method is returning something means, what kind of return? What kind of data it is returning? It is returning string, it is returning integer, it is returning float or double or character. If it is not returning anything, void. Am I answered your question, Sandhya? Hello, Sandhya, am I answered your question? Oh, okay, okay. The next question is, yeah, okay, fine. Next question is the return. The Amuda is asking that actually. Does it return the value to any variable? Okay. Now, the question is, see that. Please listen carefully, okay? I'll put some kind of return method, okay? void return well, I want to return something. What I have to return? Return my what is that? Citizen. Return my citizen. Okay. Okay. String. I'm creating one method, one variable also. Okay. Citizenship. I created one property. You can call it as a variable. Okay. Citizenship. This is citizenship. Do we know what kind of right now? What is the citizen? Right now, null. The default value, nothing. Null. Default value is null. No problem. I'm saying to that actually, whatever the end user is passing, okay, assign it and return it. Return it. See that? Don't get confused. This is simple property, null. This is a simple method, void return citizenship. Okay. This argument parameter I'm getting from the end user. Assume that actually Dinesh is passing. I am Indian, something is passing that. So it is coming here. It is coming here. What is that? India, Indian something. It is assigning. Initially it was null because nothing, right? Right now it is setting to Dinesh object, citizen. Now I am going to return citizen. To whom should I return actually? The question is from who's that? Amuda is, does it return to the value to any variable? It is not returning to any variable. It is returning to which method called actually. Which method called? Let me explain that actually. First of all, it is returning. Why the error is showing? Citizen is a kind of characters, right? So a string, right? So you have to put, instead of void, you have to put string. Okay, to whom it is returning? It is not returning to the variable. It is returning to who called. Who is calling? Dinesh is calling here. Okay, I am putting that. Okay, here is, I am using some kind of, okay, Dinesh. Sorry. Dot citizen. Okay, I am going to sorry for that. Yeah. Amuda and other stuff, other people, please, sorry for that. Other people, please listen it. Dinesh dot return my citizen. Dinesh dot. What do you mean by this one? We are calling one. This Dinesh is the object. Dot. What is this? We are calling one method. Right? Agree? Calling one method. What is the method name is? Return citizen. This is we are calling as a calling method. I am calling one method. What is the method I am calling? Return my citizen. Okay. What is the argument you are passing? You are passing the Indian. So where it will go? It will go to here. Where it will go? It will come here. And you will feel that, boss, what about why these methods are not calling? Because you are calling that method only. That is a calling method. What about this one? This is called as a called method. That is calling method. This is called method. Okay. What is the parameter we are getting? Indian. Okay. This Indian is coming here. What is this actually? The citizen. Citizenship. That is nothing but this variable. Initially, that variable, do we have any kind of value? No, null. Why null? Because the values are not assigned. But right now, the values are assigned with the help of Dinesh object. So Dinesh is passing citizen inside. So citizen is coming inside and it is assigned to this one. And again, I am returning. Return the citizen. You will feel that. But to whom it is returning actually? To whom it is returning? Who called? It will be returned. Who is calling? This guy is calling. Who? This guy. So, wherever it is called, wherever this method is where it is called, for them it will be returned. Okay, assume the layman level language actually. You are taking the money, you will get the SMS through your mobile. Who take the money? Respective bank customer, they will get the SMS alert. That's what. If you took the money, you will get the message. If you raise the OTP, you will get the OTP message. Not for every audience, right? That is what. Who call? The respective people, they will get the answer. That's what here is. The return is to whom it is coming. It is coming to here. The called method. So your question is, who is that? Where is another question? Does it return the value to any variable? It is not returned to variable actually. It is associated with a particular method actually. Wherever it is called, it will be associated. Again, your question is, suppose for example, here is I'm using some kind of temporary way. This is one way we can use it. One more different way also. Assume that here also I'm creating some kind, you are creating some kind of, temporary variable, temp citizen. Okay, assume that. In this way also we can do that actually. What is that? Temp citizen is equal to, okay, in this way. So in this cases, we can put it. So what will happen? Dinesh dot return citizen, return my citizen. This argument, it will go inside. Okay. Then it will go to this variable. Then this variable is returned. So where it will be returned? It will be returned in the string format. It will be returned here. What is the outcome of this particular method calling? Indian. So this Indian will be assigned here. Then we can print it here. If I run this, it will work. Getting thing? Hello? Am I cleared your doubt? Where is something? Am I cleared your doubt? Okay. Hopefully, I'm looking for a response. Okay. Next question is, why we are using this string instead of void there? Or return my citizen is something. Okay. So here is, okay, the Sandhya question is, why we are using always like, string, void, something. We can use, see, think about that actually. Citizen is a kind of collection of character, right? Your data depends on your data. Suppose citizen is a kind of, it's a integer, string. If I use, integer means, will it work? It won't work. Why? Because it's a collection of characters. Yesterday session, go through that actually. Indian, right? It's a characters. So we need to use, it's a string only. Okay, again, one more question also she has. Can't we print it in, can't we use void there? So when we can use void also, but whenever you want to return anything, you need to use return. If you don't want to, that's what I gave the example. You are going to the bank, you are updating your Aadhaar card, no need to return anything, done, void. But you're taking the money from your bank, 1 lakh is there, 50,000 you are taking, 50,000 is then remaining 50,000, it will be saying this. Plus 50,000, return. 50,000 is deducted. Right now, you have the balance is 50,000. That is what return. So the return it will show in the integer format. Okay. So the void is if you don't want to return anything, the called method. This is a called method. The called method don't want to return anything. Okay, don't want to return anything. This is a called method. Don't want to return anything, then you can use void. If you want to return anything, then you have to check your data type. What kind of data? If it is a float, you have to use a float. If it is an integer, you have to use an integer. If it is a string, you have to use a string. Accordingly, you have to do that. Okay. So it's up to your program strategy. Sandhya, that's all. Okay. Sandhya, if you're still not clear, you can ask your question. Don't worry about that. Am I cleared your doubt, Sandhya? Sandhya Kodiswaran? Okay. Again, repeated one more is we have to work out lot and lot. Okay. If you see, honestly, I'm saying this. If you didn't work out, because 5 days, right? Complete it will go. The total efforts will go away. Please, it is for you. Again, I will take the Ranjani question. The return value should be returned to the particular method wherever it is called. Very simple. I'm asking the question to you. You are giving the response. The response to me only, right? Wherever it is called, it will be returned to me. Okay, that's what the concept is they are saying. Called method, calling method. Calling method. This is a calling method. This is a calling method. Who is calling the method? This Dinesh. Dinesh object is calling. Okay. Dinesh object is calling. Okay. So this method is calling. Okay, it will go inside. Indian, it is going inside. Okay. Automatically what will happen? It will be processing. It is returning citizen is. What is that? Indian. No problem. Where it will go? It will come here. What is the output? It is this entire output is Indian. So it will be storing here. Then I want to print it. That's all Indian. Okay. Suppose if you think about this, what is that? Location. Sandhya dot location. Sandhya dot display location. If we go here is it returning anything? No. There itself it will printing. It will get the input Chennai and location is Chennai. That's all. It will print that itself. It is not returning to the calling method. Why? Because that is void. It is not returning anything. Okay. Am I answered your question? Return value should return to the particular method. Almost correct. To the particular whoever is the method is called, that will be returned to that actually. If I am calling Dinesh dot location, for me I'll get the answer to the particular method. Agree Ranjani. Any more question team before I go with that actually? So right now is 11 more minutes are there actually. Okay, I'll go with the okay, then I'll go with the topic if there is no questions. Okay, so hopefully you are getting that actually. So exercises, okay, for you I'll give the exercise. Okay, similarly create one class. Okay, create a class. Okay, the class name is employer. Okay, Okay, and with you have to create a class with employer. Okay, class name is employer. Okay, create a class employer. Okay, and add properties and method. Okay, what about the class? Whatever the employer means, so whatever the properties are there. Employer means a company. Okay, employer means whatever the property we can have. Employer, they must be having the branch, right? What is that? Number of people, right? Whatever that actually. The domain they are dealing, right? Revenue. These are all the property. What about the method? They will be hiring, they will be promoting, they will be giving the salary, right? They will be doing multiple, client dealing. These are all the methods. So what you have to do? You have to create one method. So you have to create one class, okay? And after that, you have to create the object as well. What is the object for the employer? Employer, Wipro, new employer, right? Employer, TCS, new employer. So you can create multiple objects and call the particular method. Okay, and you can play around the particular one. Okay, please try that during this particular 5 days and put it in the chat window. Please take it very seriously. Why? So what will happen? Common mentality will be having, right? So I'm sorry to say this one, but I have to say, to motivate you only, I'm saying this. Generally, if we are spending the money, people will take us very sincerely and they'll put the efforts. Don't feel that actually it's a free training. Oh, Janedo, let it be. Not like that actually. Please take it very seriously. It's for you. Okay, if you at least one person sign in this particular field, because of my out training, I'll be really happy. So please take it very seriously and put the effort. This is for you. During my time is no one is supported for me. Okay, so it's for you. If you ask me my group, if you what is that? If you I am holding one Facebook group, Selenium C Sharp, some big group. Okay, something around 3,500 people in this group. But if you see in the particular group, the people is spending for 30,000, 40,000 for this particular training. After seeing this one only, I just thought of helping to the people who are really need of this particular training. I just thought of taking this actually. So please use a chance. Okay, it's a free nowadays. Everyone having the laptop. Please try it. Okay, please try it. Okay, fine. Okay, again one more also you'll be getting the doubt. Bas, are you Gandhi or something like why you're doing this kind of activity? I'm also selfish on this particular one. I'm looking for the subscriber. Please subscribe as well. Okay, that is also I am also selfish in this one, but I'm ready to put the time. I'm ready to put the time. I am putting the efforts. At the same time, I'm looking for the subscriber. Okay, so that's the main thing. Anyway, pull more village related people because they are not affordable to pay the money. So pull more people. One more also I forgot to inform that actually. The third questions I forgot to inform, right? One guy reached out to me and he told me that boss, I completed my BCom degree 10 years before. Am I able to sign this one? Definitely you can sign. You can shine. How? Because see, if you ask me, I after completing the BE, I worked as a lecturer for 4 years. After 4 years only, I came to the IT and I joined in the IT. Okay, people know about me. They know that actually. Even some of the students also they are working with me in my current company. So it is possible. And one more also, like people is asking that, boss, I'm from the biology background. One of my roommate, okay, ex-roommate, his name is Mohan. He's in my Facebook group, in the friend list. He's from biology background. He completed his bachelor of biology, sorry, zoology, okay, zoology degree in Paramakalyan College in near to Ambasumutra, in Tirunelveli district. He completed biology. He's a master in Java. Okay, he is right now in Toronto. He worked with the Polaris. I'm telling the truth to motivate you only. I'm just calling out this. Okay. He's a zoology guy. Okay. Check it in my Facebook. The guy is there actually. Sorry, Annan, I have to call it because he's my senior actually. Okay. So Mohan, he did it. Okay. Another problem is English. Honestly saying this, English is a language, right? It's not something like innovation, something like magic. If you ask me, when I start my first interview, I literally cried whenever I'm talking in English. It's a language, nothing. It's not mathematics, right? So many integral calculus, so many algorithm. Not like that actually. It's a English, so it is possible. Try it. Okay, if you know, and moreover, some of my colleagues, ex-colleagues, they are not able to speak the English very fluently, but they are good at technical. So it will help you. So try it, use a chance, it's for you. Okay, 4 more minutes are there. Sorry for that, because right now the India time is almost, what is the time right now in India? Oh, 8:56 only. Okay, because we have to take the rest, right? So okay then. Okay, so we'll cover yeah. So this is data type only we covered actually. We'll talk about variable. We'll talk about variable. So what do you mean by variable? That you need to know that, right? We'll give small example, then we'll close the session. Okay. I don't want to make you more bore because it's a technical, right? I don't want to make it more bore. What do you mean by variable? Okay. So variable means it's a container. Please understand that it's a container. It's a container which holds a value. Okay, when it will hold the value whenever the Java program is executed. The variable is assigned with the data type. Variable with is assigned with the data type. Now let me go with that actually in this particular program. Here is, which one is a variable? This is a variable. Now let us go and understand this particular line. What is variable? It's a container. This is number of hands, number of legs, working, citizen. This is also variable, right? Okay, which holds a value while the Java programming. Do we know that what kind of citizen it is? We don't know. Then when do we come to know that? At the time of running the program only we come to know that. That is what? That is what variable. Okay. Do we know what kind of citizen, what kind of color, what kind of location for the object? We are not sure about that. When we come to know? Whenever the program is executed. So the variable is assigned with specific data type. What is citizenship? It's a variable. What kind of variable? String variable. Here is working. It's a variable. What kind of variable? Boolean variable. Location. What kind of variable? String. Right? So the variable is assigned with the data type. Okay. So theoretical perspective, some of the things I want to cover it. Variable, there are three type of variable. One is local variable, instance variable, static variable. You will feel that what do you mean by local variable, right? Local variable. Local variable means it is declared inside the body of the method. Inside the body of the method. What do you mean by inside the body of the method? First of all, body of the method means where is the body? Okay, this is the method body. This is a method. They will call it as a, this one is a method signature or method name. Okay, if you go to the different block, they'll be giving different name. But this is a method signature. Okay, this is a method body. This is a method body. This is a method body. Whenever the opening curly braces is starting, opening curly braces is ending, that is a method body. Okay, fine. Now you can use this, sorry, a variable declared inside the body of this method is called local variable. Okay, let me go inside actually. I'm putting, okay, integer running 100 kilometer, okay, system, okay, running. What is that actually? What kind of variable it is? Running, I created one variable, right? This is also variable, this is also variable. What kind of variable it is actually? I would say it's a local variable. But how you are saying it's a local variable? Let me go to this definition. What the definition is saying? A variable declared inside the body of the method. Where is the body? The body is starting here, the body is ending here. This is here only it is declared, right? It's a local variable. You can use this variable only within that method. Okay, it means what? This variable is effective only within the method. But the other method can use that? No. Why? Because the scope of the particular, uh, variable is only within the particular method only. Simple. Let's go to one layman level language. Okay. Assume that actually, um, who's that? I'm just taking this example. Okay, just for example only. I can take the Dinesh. Dinesh, I'm taking your name multiple times. Hopefully, you won't be feeling bad. Okay, Dinesh. Dinesh, hopefully you're okay with that, right? I'm taking the name. Even I couldn't see you before that as well. Assume that Dinesh is a local counselor. Assume that he is a local council, Tirupur, 10th ward councillor, Tirupur city, 10th ward councillor. What is the scope of, Dinesh? Dinesh can control or Dinesh can do the favor only Tirupur city, 10th ward people only. Can you order the people who are in the other district, E Road 10th ward or Tirunelveli 10th ward? Can he order? He can't order. Why? Even though he is a government counselor of from Tamil Nadu province, Tamil Nadu state, but he cannot control it. Why? The scope is limited to that particular area. Similarly, here also, local variable means the scope is only within the particular one. He cannot influence outside. He cannot access or access by other method. Assume that Tirunelveli having some kind of issue, Tirunelveli ward, 10th ward having some kind of issue. Can he support? Can he give any kind of fund to those people? Officially, he cannot give that. Maybe personally he can give, but officially, because the scope is only maybe Tirunelveli 10th ward councillor can support it because the scope is like that. Similarly, here also. So you can use this variable only within that method and other methods in the class. Okay, and other methods in the class are not even aware about this variable. Sorry for that. Only variable within the method only, and other methods. Other methods means employee, retirement citizen, eating. These guys are not even aware about the variable existence. They are not aware about even there is a running variable is present. They are not aware about that because they are not visible. That is what local variable. So local variable means simple fundamental is the variable which is declared within the opening and curling braces within the method body. That is local variable. And people will get the doubt, but boss, what about this? This is also local variable. This is also local variable. What about this one? Local variable. You will get the doubt, boss, what about this one? This is called instance variable. Very, very important topic I am talking about that. Otherwise, coming topic will be tough. Okay. What do you mean by instance variable? A variable is declared inside the class. Please remember, inside the class. Last time what I said? Inside the method. Right now I'm saying this inside the class. Inside the class means where it is. The class is starting from here, ending here. Okay. The variable is declared inside the class. In C++, the concept is little bit creating the trouble. Forget about that actually. C# same. C++ little bit, tricky. Okay, forget about that. Come to the Java concept. The variable which is declared inside the class. Okay, but outside the body of the method. Where is the body? This is the method body. Are we putting here? No. We are outside the method only. We are declaring this. Number of hands, number of legs, number of eyes, number of houses, working, citizen, color, location. All are is the instance variable. Okay. It is not declared as static. What do you mean by static? That's another tricky, right? Static. Ignore that. I will explain later, okay? But make sure the variable should not have the static. That's the one, that is a keyword, okay? I will explain that what it is. The variable which is declared inside the class, outside the method, that is nothing but the instance variable. Okay, fine. Now you will feel that actually. What do you mean by instance actually? What do you mean by instance actually? We already heard this word is before that, right? Instance something. Here is. What is this actually? I told, right? What is this? Instance. Instance means object. That's all. So this variable is belongs to this particular object. Okay. This variable is belongs to particular object. Here also. See that? Oh God. Give me a moment. See that? These are all we can call it as an instance variable. But what about this method? Can we call it an instance method? Yes. You can call it as a instance method. What do you mean by instance? Instance is nothing but it's an object. Who is the instance here in this program? Dinesh is the instance. Sandhya is the instance. So Dinesh has the full power of accessing this all the variable, this all the method. At the same time, Sandhya has the power of accessing the whole variable, the whole instance method. Why? Because this is the instance. Whose instance? Class instance. So that is what they have the full power. Are you getting about that? What do you mean by instance? Instance variable, instance method, team? This is very, very important. Correct. Instance, we can call it, see, people will always call this object. Okay, sometimes they'll call it as a reference variable. But there is also one tricky is there. Okay, I will explain later. Okay, they will call it as an object. They will call it as a new constructor. Different they will be using them. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now, what about the static variable? That is also one of the stuff, right? Static variable. Static variable means a variable that is declared as static. Okay. The variable that is declared as static, that is what static variable. It cannot be local. Okay. What do you mean by this? Do we have the static variable here? No. Can we, what is that? I can put one variable, static. Okay. Or I can put it like in a state. Assume that actually the Dinesh and the Sandhya both are from Tamil Nadu. So what will happen? This static variable default is applicable to both the people. It's a pushing, directly pushing to. If both are different status, then we cannot use this kind of stuff. So static variable refers to the common properties of all the object. Okay, now let me go here. What do you mean by static variable? A variable that is declared as static is called a static variable. This is a static variable. What is the difference between here and here? Only the keyword is extra appended. Okay, it cannot be local. Is it local? No, it is not local. How I am saying it is not local? It is declared inside the class, outside the method. Obviously, it is not the local. You can create a single copy of static variable and share it among the all the instances of the class. What do you mean by single instance actually? I created only one copy. What do you mean by only one copy? Only one variable. You can share among the instance. See that? Only one copy of the static variable. Share it. Please remember that. Share it among all the instance variable, all the instance of the class. What do you mean by instance of the class, team? What do you mean by instance of the class? I'm looking for the answer. Instance of the class. What do you mean by instance of the class? It's another name. Hello? Perfect. Object. That's all. Instance of the class is nothing but object. In the real time, sorry, in the program, who is the instance here? This guy, Dinesh, Sandhya. They are the instance. Getting? So they can share. They can share. For example, okay, I am putting that, okay, I am printing this. System dot Dinesh dot state. What is that? Dinesh dot state. What will happen? Okay, here is Sandhya. I'm putting that. I'm just running this program. Okay, what will happen? For Sandhya also Tamil Nadu, here also Tamil Nadu. How it is? That's what the definition is saying. You can create a single copy of this variable and share it among the instance of the class, which is very common to both the object, which is very common to all the object. Can we create one more static variable, which is both the things? Yeah, static okay string geopresence earth. Can I put it like that? Sorry, and semicolons keep coming. Geopresence. Where are they? Both are in the earth only, right? So can we call it like this? Geopresence. Time right now I'm giving a very small program only, but day by day, once you get the more confident, I will go with the complex one. Okay. Till you understand the basic. See that if I'm running this particular program, what will happen? See that earth. What they are doing actually, they are sharing. They are just sharing. What is the use of the static variable? Because for memory allocations, what do you mean by memory allocations? Memory allocation for the static variable happen only once when the class is loaded in the memory. Okay, memory allocation means in the system level, JVM no need to allocate the two memory location. For Dinesh, they will put one different variable. If you put that instance variable means Dinesh date is different, Sandhya date is different. Two different stuff. But if you put the common static variable means both will pointing to same one. So memory, there is not two copy. Right now only two object. If I create like 100 object means 100 variable I need, right? 100 instance it will be created, right? So memory space will be more, right? So we can save that actually. Common value, memory will be saved. Let's go to layman level language, okay? You are eating food, okay? Assume that actually Dinesh is eating the food. At the same time, his father also eating the food, okay? Dinesh's mom is giving one glass of water bottle, one glass of water, okay? At the same time, his father also, looking for the water. What will happen if the mom is giving two different classes? Mean it's a kind of double work for him, right? Every time he has to bring it two classes and give it. But instead of that, only one glass of or one container of water means what will happen? Both they can share. Whenever the father is need, he will take and drink the water. Whenever the Dinesh is need, he will take and it's a kind of sharing. One container, two object is sharing. How that one container, we can call it as maybe I cannot recall the name for the sombu. Okay, so that's what I'm using this word. Okay, one bowl, we can call it as a, I don't know, bowl or jar, whatever it is. Okay, I'm not very good at English actually. So we can call it as, instead of what is that, two different glass of water, better we can have one container, both people can share it. This container only we are calling in the technical here is, what is that? Static variable. Where it is the real time is useful actually. Think about that. Real time example, I'm talking about that. State Bank of India. They must be having, lakhs of customers. Okay. But all are, what is the bank name for this State Bank of India? State Bank of India, that's all. Maybe the location would be the different. That is different. But name is, if I am a State Bank of customer means, my name also, Venkatesh. If Amuda is from the State Bank means, Amuda Bank also State Bank of India. Dinesh also, Dinesh Bank is a State Bank of India. Is it going to share that, this is Venkatesh State Bank of India, that is Amuda State Bank of India? Not like that. Common name. So the variable is static variable. Assume that actually we are all the IBM employee, IBM companies. Okay, we are the IBM employee. Assume that actually. Okay, we are all IBM employee. Maybe you are also employee, I am also employee. Okay, both are employees. But what is our company name? IBM. What is the variable we need to keep it? Static variable. So the company name is not going to be changed. Getting team? So wherever the, what is that, common stuff is coming, you have to use static variable. That's what it is clearly saying this. Share it among all the instance. Instance is nothing but object, class instance. What is the purpose of this one? Memory. 1 lakh employees there means 1 lakh means what will happen? 1 lakh memory space we need. Unnecessarily it will keep increasing. To avoid that, we are using that. Hopefully you guys are understanding that, but I will go to the practical. Okay, this is a story I'm explaining that. It is used for memory management mainly. We can apply the static keyword with the variable, with the method, with the blocks in the nested class as well. The static stuff is no need to apply to the variable. We can use it in the method as well. We can use it in the class also. Okay. Static keywords belongs to class, then the instance. This statement is, you'll be getting confused, right? Static keyword belongs to the class, then the instance of the class. What do you mean by belongs to the class? Think about that actually. This is a static, right? Okay, this is a human. Okay, who is setting this particular one? State or something? Any of Dinesh is setting? Or who's that? Sadhya setting this Tamil Nadu or Earth? Who's setting that? The class is setting. This value set by class. So this variable is class variable or static variable. They will call it as a class variable for this one or static variable. Okay, so that's what the statement is saying. See that the static variable belongs to the class than the instance. Getting? Remember that. Okay, same statement is repeated. Okay, static method. Sorry, again, static method belongs to the class. You have one more method. Assume that actually static method. I didn't put any method. Okay. Static, any method for human workout. Something I'm putting. This method is both applicable for both the people, right? Static method. So this method also belongs to this class. That's what they are saying. Static method belongs to the class rather than the object. Static method can be invoked without needing of creating the instance. What do you mean by static method can be invoked without needing of instance? What do you mean by that actually? For example, okay, this is a method. If I want to call this method, generally, we know that how to call this particular method. You will create the object name dot method name. That's the way we will be calling, right? But the static method is how to call this workout method. Let's go here. We have the object, right? What is the object? Dinesh. Can we call Dinesh dot workout? We can call, but but something like yellow color is keep coming, right? They are saying this, boss. You can call, instead of calling this object name dot method name, you can call by class name dot method name. You will feel that, boss. Couple of hours you are telling that actually you just create the object and object name dot method name. That's what you explain. Suddenly you are saying this, class name dot method name. What is that confusing, right? It is only applicable for the static method. Why for static method? Because static method belongs to the class. So what they are saying means, instead of calling method name, object name dot static method, instead of calling object name dot static method name, okay, instead of calling like that, better is what they are saying, use class name dot static method name. This is the best way. That's what they are calling here. A static method can be invoked without needing of creating the instance of the class. What is the instance of the class? You already know. That is nothing but object. So instead of doing like this, you can do like that. Okay. Static method can access a static data member and can change their value. That I will explain with the detailed program. Okay. Right now, I don't want to confuse with that. Okay. This stuff is, I will explain one more time with the proper example. Static, okay, static variable something. I will try to explain in the detailed one. Right now, I don't want to confuse. Okay, team. Tomorrow, okay, in the coming week, I will explain that. Yeah, this is a program I planned. Okay, right now is you people must be almost more than 2 hours, right? You feel bored something, team? No response. Amuda, I know that actually. You say no. What about other guys actually? I know that actually it's almost 9:30, right? 9:26. Or shall I take this static stuff? Static stuff right now? Static stuff, shall I take it? Static variable? Shall I take the static variable? Team? I'm not going to feeling anything. Okay, if you're okay, I can continue. Otherwise, I can close the call. Maybe we can see it in the next Saturday. Team, don't hesitate actually. Okay, then. So no problem. So we can continue on the next week. Okay, we can continue on the next week. So what are the things that today you have to try? It means yes, yes, yes. We'll continue. So what you have to do? The exercise. Create a class. Yeah. What do you have to do? Create a class. Okay. Create an object. Please try that. Okay. Create an instance method. Instance member or data member. This is the exercise. Okay. Don't use the chat GPT. Okay. Okay. Don't use the chat GPT and call that method. Okay. And what is the things we discussed actually? Create some sample program. Okay, so this is the main stuff. You have to create the class object and the data member, and you have to call the data member, set the value to a data member. Okay, and retrieve the value using the return type. Okay, you try to use different return type. Okay, team, like integer, float, okay, double, string as well. These are all the exercise. Okay, try to do that and put it in the chat window. Okay, if you go here is maybe I'll my, the channel is something like here is where is that? Okay, put it under the here in the down the that in the down the line you can put it here. Okay, put that proper exercise everything. Otherwise, you can send the email to my complete automation testing. There is a email, right? The email ID is complete automation testing. That's the email ID. I already put it in the chat window. Refer it, you can put it there. We'll correct it. Okay, team. Please debug it. Hopefully, you installed the Java, you installed Eclipse, try it more. Definitely, we can win. Okay, team. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you, everyone who actively contributed, who actively interacted with me. Thanks a lot for your time. Okay. Bye then. Good night and good day. Any feedback, anything means, please put it in the chat window. The way you're feeling not good or something, Okay. Again, I honestly saying this. I don't want to, as it is a free training. I don't feel that something like quality will be very less. I will ensure that the quality is really good at at most as per my knowledge. Okay, I'll try to ensure the quality. The people who are giving the outside, whatever they are giving, then I'll give more than that. The only outcome is I'm looking for the keep watching that, keep try that. At the same my side is subscribe it actually. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Bye.